Hi, and welcome back to Hope Regained. I'm Christiane Boudreau, and I'm really happy to be here with you. And I hope you're here and you're happy to be here with me as well. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your day for us to connect. Speaking of connection, that's what today is about. Today is about human connection, community, and belonging. We all need to belong. We all need to feel connected to somebody. It's a human need. And I know last episode we talked about our relationship with ourselves and about feeling okay being alone or spending time alone, really getting to know ourselves. Once we've done that and we've started that journey, it's much easier and better to connect with others. And, well, let's face it, we need that as well. It's about being a part of something, being a part of a community that's more than just us, being a part of loved ones' lives and sharing things that are going to bring us joy. And once we've had that relationship with ourselves and we've built it, we're giving our best foot forward. It's about family, it's about work colleagues, interest groups, faith communities, volunteer communities, causes, anything where we can plug in and get connected and feel charged up, energized, something we can share with others. It's about feeling loved, supported, appreciated. I don't know about you, but we'd be lying, or I'd be lying if I said, I don't want to feel appreciated or loved sometimes. And being supported when you're going through something tough, that's important too. And even when you're going through something great, you want to share that with somebody. And that's a type of support as well. It's about giving greater purpose to your life. When you belong to something, even the word, when you say it out loud, belong, it evokes a certain emotion. It's about human connection outside of being alone. Yes, you can have one with yourself, which is important, but you need that outside piece too. It's about something that motivates us each day. What gets you out of bed? And I know I say it often about getting that foot out of bed and feeling like you're ready to hit the ground running. When you're connected and have that belonging in the community, there's another piece of ownership and accountability, not just to yourself. And it gives us a sense of identity. We have our identity, it's within us. But there's a sense of purpose and identity outside of that. We can't do it just on our own. We start there, but then we grow outwards. Again, it's an actual human need. Science has proven it. We need to belong to something. That community can be your family. That community can be your friends. Friends can be your chosen family. That community can be part of a volunteer group where you feel great because you're doing something good, you're giving back. All of those things are really important. So, who's in your corner? And what are the benefits? What are the benefits of feeling connected and belonging? Do you have human connections that are important to you? I certainly do for me. My family is number one. And maybe you've heard me say it already, and I'll say it again and again. Spending time with them, well, that's everything. I give love and I feel love back. There's only so many days in our lives that we have left. Each day that we've lived is one more day gone, and we don't want to waste it. So, being able to share that with family for me is very important. I don't want to have regrets. I want to maximize that time. So, where are your connections? Which ones are important for you? They're not necessarily the same ones as for me. Is there a group that you belong to that you feel connected to? My group, again, is my family and friends. My friends are my chosen family. But that's my main connection. I don't seek out others right now because I'm fulfilled. But maybe you do. Maybe it's something that you want. It brings a sense of stability, security. You feel safe in your space. You feel stable, rooted, like you know where you belong. It's an important component of building resilience. We've talked about that before with emotional intelligence and building resilience. And it helps deflect all the other things that are negative outside that we can't control. So we stay stronger and we can get through what we need to get through. And we're not wallowing in sadness. Instead, we can enjoy the happiness. And it does spread, it does ripple out. So when I said before about being the person you want the world to be, and that's where it starts, in our own backyard, this is part of it too. Being part of a positive group of people, whether it be community or your favorite cause, anything that's positive, it will help motivate you. It will lift you up. So why not give something of yourself to connect? Because you'll get so much back. It can help relieve anxiety and depression. When you're connected and you have that sense of purpose and you feel motivated, anxiety starts to decrease. Depression starts to decrease. It helps get you out there. And when you're missing this in your life, and this is something really, really important to me because I've seen it in a lot of cases in some of the work I've done in the past, the wrong people can take advantage. They can see that vulnerability that you're really seeking human connection. People read that energy from you, and that can become a dangerous place to be. That resilience helps keep those toxic people out of your life. So having that connection and belonging and love for self and those around you, it really does help build that resilience with the toxicity. Very, very important. So how do you find it? Well, if you've never had it, you could think, this is a little bit overwhelming. Where do I start from here? How do I build it? How do I find the right people to bring into my life? It's better we seek out those positive groups than them seeking us out. So it's about finding a group with similar interests and hobbies. It could be a group for hiking. With the internet today, we can find just about anything. It's not about connecting necessarily behind a screen. It's about the real human connection. Yes, I know sometimes for some of us it's difficult to reach out to another person, another human being. It's scary. We can get hurt. We're vulnerable. But that only makes us stronger. So by having those human connections and interactions outside of behind a screen, it helps deepen that connection. Be open and authentic. For a real connection, it has to be real. And authenticity is something that's really important. It's important to others as well. So if you're really going to connect and find the right people in your life, they're going to appreciate you for you. So be you. Be real. Look for positive influences and positive people. Again, I can't say it enough. The energy that you surround yourself with, that's what you're going to absorb. So if you look for positive people, positive environment, that's what you're going to absorb. In those connections, that positivity is so strong and will build you up, lift you up. That will help you enjoy life that much more. Community groups, volunteering. That's another good way. And I've done a lot of volunteering in my day. And I will say, having that connection with people, feeling like we were moving towards common goals, helping, giving back, it helped fill me up. So having people in your life that are also giving back, those are positive people that you can stick with and celebrate your wins and what you are giving back and have those common goals and laugh together. It feels great. you can give that a try. Be patient with yourself. It doesn't happen overnight. If you've gotten used to just sticking in your own little space and being afraid of venturing out, it's not going to happen with your first step. It takes time to cultivate, and that's okay. You can't expect everything to happen just with that magic wand. I know it's never worked for me. So it's a process, and be patient with yourself. Give yourself the time for the process. Get out there and do the work. You're worth it. I'll tell you over and over again, you are so worth it. We're all worth it. So if you think putting in the work to make yourself a good meal or to get that paycheck is something that you have to focus your time on, well, aren't you worth more than that? You get so much more out of it. Take the time, make the commitment. And I know you heard me say it over and over again, and I'll keep saying it. Somewhere in there, it's going to register. Make that commitment to you. And make sure that the people around you or your connections you're making, whether that be volunteer or family, friends, make sure it aligns with your core values. That's going to be really important in staying true to yourself and giving the best that you can in those connections and getting the most out of it and being comfortable and safe and secure. Remember, your connections will be a part of your identity. It makes up who you are. It's a part of who you are. You may know who that is, then great. That's a great start. But make sure you're connecting with those that strengthen that identity. It's important to have the right ones in your life. If you found this interesting, or you think somebody else could benefit of hearing these messages, please share, follow, subscribe. You can find us on YouTube and your favorite platform for podcasts. And then we also have our webpage for you at www.hoperegained.com. There we have additional links and resources and reading and worksheets as part of each episode, something to help you progress in your journey for rediscovering that love for life. If you've lost it, we'll help you get there. And feel free to reach out and connect with us at any time. We'd love to hear from you, and we really want to help you on this journey in any way we can. We don't have all the answers. We just want to help lead you to the places that are going to give you the best resources to help you take those first steps and get there. We know you can. I know you can. You deserve it. You're worth it. And we'll see you the next time on Hope Regained.